We're underway, and Columbia City wins the tip. The Eagles have the ball in the front court. Addison Baxter between the rings. A zone defense shown by Highland. There's a three launched from the left wing. No good, but an offensive rebound goes to Tonkel. Put back no good. Tonkel collects it again near the elbow. Sends it to the corner where Ziliak gives it up to Haller. Now low post. Baxter working in the low block. Turns, shoots, and scores from the left block. Addison Baxter puts Columbia City ahead 2-0, 55 seconds in. Now full court zone trap shown by Columbia City. And Jordan Steele is into the front court. She's double team left wing. Goes high post to Huchin. Pass down low, knocked away from Ballard, and it goes out of bounds. It stays Highland ball. Starters for Highland: Addison Figueroa, Savannah Ballard, Jordan Steele, Alyssa Neiman, and Haley Huchin. And that ball just lost on the wing by the freshman Addison Figueroa. And it goes out of bounds. A turnover for Highland. Columbia City gets it back. The Eagles in their dark burgundy uniforms. White letters numbers with some gold trim. They immediately go low post. Now up high to Tonkel. Tonkel steps out to the center logo where there is a big H in the center circle. Now Haller gives it off to Baxter just outside the right side of the top of the key. Baxter dribbles to the left, all the way to the left baseline. Flips it in the corner, a three on the way, and that is nothing but the bottom of the cup for Tora Haller. 5-0, Columbia City, less than 2 minutes in. Steele will get doubled on the perimeter. Lob it, high post to Huchin. Gives it off to Ballard, back to Steele, a step back triple, and there's why she is such an elite scorer. That step back triple from the left wing is nothing but net for Jordan Steele. 5-3. Columbia City back in the front court. Baseline drive by Ziliak under the basket. She steps on the baseline. Turnover for Columbia City. Gives it to Highland with 5:39 on the clock. We're in the opening quarter. Columbia City leads it 5-3. Highland inbound to the backcourt. 1-2-2. Full court pressure for the Eagles. Midcourt, Huchin finds Ballard. Ballard, corner, triple on the way. Good for Alyssa Neiman, and just like that, back-to-back threes give the Trojans the lead, 6-5. Long skip pass, corner three, no good. And the rebound goes to Columbia City. Right corner, that triple, Ziliak, got it! Lainey Ziliak gives the Eagles the lead, 8-6. 3 minutes in. Ball knocked away by Baxter in the backcourt, and then as she went to go for the free ball, Highland beat her to it, and Baxter bumps into the back of Addison Figueroa, and that's a foul on Addison Baxter. She has an early one. With 4:56 left here in the first quarter.
Trojans ball.
8-6. Columbia City the lead. Highland the ball. Working against the full court pressure. Figueroa crosses the timeline. Double team sideline, and the pass is stolen. Lead pass to Baxter. Baxter drives, pump fake, and then a layup for Addison Baxter. 10-6, Columbia City. Ballard gives it back to Jordan Steele. Steele across the timeline. Left wing. Steele still on the bounce. Feeds down low. Figueroa drops it off to Huchin. Back outside, and Steele is left open. That's a mistake. That's a three-pointer for Jordan Steele. Her second of the game, and it cuts the lead to 1. Long pass into the corner to Haller. Up top. And this is Tonkel. Haller to Kidd. Kidd gets it back, dribbles to the right wing, drops it toward the corner to Haller, down low to the new face in the game, Knitter. That's a corner three, and that's an air ball launched way long by Anissa Tonkel. And on the rebound, we've got a battle for the ball, and it's going to be a Highland foul.
We've got a personal foul.
The foul is on Highland's Alyssa Neiman, a 5'6 senior.
Number 40, Maya Simmons, into the Trojans.
Now you've got some subs into the game. Maya Simmons, a 5'8 senior, has checked in. Also into the game, Avery Steele, a 5'9 freshman. On the perimeter, Columbia City with Tonkel. In the corner to Knitter, back up to Tonkel. Around the horn it goes. Kidd sends it down low. It's Baxter. Baxter from the right block missed the shot, but an offensive rebound for Columbia City. Knitter outside. It's Holler. Holler, a right wing three, no good. Offensive rebound, Tonkel. And they go down low. And a left-handed layup is no good by Kidd, but another offensive rebound. Columbia City just dominating the glass. And then Baxter put it on the deck in traffic and had it taken away. Here comes Jordan Steele on the left-hand dribble to the left wing. Tried to feed a pass to Simmons and had it knocked away. It goes out of bounds midcourt. Last touch by Highland.
Number 20.
Into the game for Columbia City is Leah Hurdle, a 5'6 senior.
The Eagles ball.
Replaces Olivia Kidd. Addie Baxter sends on the wing to Knitter. The kick out. Baseline, it is Hurdle. Hurdle has the ball stripped away, and it's stolen by Highland. Front court, Jordan Steele. Little crossover, left wing, guarded man-to-man by Hurdle. And then a pass up top intercepted. Baxter ahead of the field for the layup, good. Baxter the steal, Baxter the layup. 12-9, Columbia City the lead. The 9 points for Highland all coming on three-pointers. They've got three three-pointers to stick around, and then a trap in that zone defense at midcourt, and it forces Highland to take a timeout. So we've got a break in the action with 2:08 to play in the opening quarter. 12-9, Columbia City the lead. It's the Parkview Sports Medicine High School basketball game of the week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Highland inbound. They trailed the Columbia City Eagles 12-9, and the throw into the backcourt to Jordan Steele. Steele, 26-point-per-game scorer, goes high post to Simmons. Simmons ends up getting some pressure and throws in the corner to Steele. A shot fake as she goes to drive. The ball poked away by Addison Baxter. It goes out of bounds baseline and stays with Highland. Columbia City 23-4 on the season. Highland 15-10. Inbound for the Trojans. Trouble getting it in. They finally throw it into traffic just to avoid the 5 count. It's knocked away, and then the scrum results in a tie-up, and the arrow keeps it with the Highland Trojans. Columbia City 12, Highland 9, 1:52 remains in quarter number 1. The winner on to take on Norwell tonight in the championship. Inbound, Figueroa dribbles it between the circles, bounced it off her leg. Now the ball goes to the deck, and another tie-up. This time it points to Columbia City.
Possession out of bounds to the Eagles. Number 23.
Pressure on the freshman Addison Figueroa forces a turnover, and now Columbia City with a 12-9 lead and the basketball. Baxter down the middle of the floor, stops between the circles and gives it to Knitter. On the wing to Hurdle, back to Knitter. Just skip it to Baxter on the right wing. Baxter, one dribble to the sideline, now up top. A pass from Tonkel through traffic. Got knocked to the corner, chased down by Columbia City, and now Tonkel gets set up for a left wing three and buries it. Anissa Tonkel, 5'9 junior, makes it 15-9 Columbia City. Steele quickly across the timeline against the pressure, takes it to the right wing. A left-handed player drops off the pass to Ballard. Ballard still up high between the circles, and she just picked up the dribble and had trouble with it. It got up around her eyeballs on that last dribble, and it caused a travel. So a turnover for Highland, and Columbia City gets the ball back. Baxter in the corner, Hurdle, a shot fake. Dribbles into the zone and then throws back outside to Baxter. Baxter from the left wing flips it outside to Knitter. All the way through Tonkel to Hurdle. Hurdle feeds down low. This is Knitter with a turnaround from the right block. Correction, that's Holler working the low block. Tora Holler with the bucket. 17-9. And a dribble into the front court by Steele. She's getting ridden with the body, and it's going to be a foul on Isabella Knitter of Columbia City. She'll pick up her first. It's the second on the team. Last 26 seconds of the opening quarter. Columbia City is up 17-9 and inbound for Highland. Steele through a high post pass, and Simmons wasn't ready for it. It leads to a 2-on-1. This is Baxter to the basket, hanging and laying it in. 19-9, now 11 seconds. Steele across the timeline. It's going to be doubled. Gives it off to Simmons high. Ballard on the wing. A three is rejected big time by Tora Holler from the right wing as Alyssa Neiman set up to take the three. It is swatted out of bounds as the horn sounds. After one, Columbia City 19, Highland 9, and you're listening to the Class 3A Semi-State at Huntington North, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. After one quarter of play here at Huntington North in Game 2 of our semifinals in the Class 3A Semi-State, it is Columbia City with a 10-point lead, 19-9. Over the Highland Trojans. And the second quarter begins with Highland inbounding at midcourt. Columbia City tried to deny it, but the inbound goes to Steele. Picked up man-to-man by Olivia Kidd of Columbia City. Steele already with a couple of triples. Tried to throw a high post pass. It's knocked away. It goes right back to her, and that leaves her open for a three. Her third triple of the game. And it's 19-12. She's got 9 of the 12 points. Up top, Kidd sends toward the corner where the pass skipped across the defense and chased down by Leanie Ziliak. Ziliak up top to Tonkel. In the corner, a three launched by Kidd. It's no good, but an offensive rebound leads to Ziliak getting a look. She misses from three, and this rebound to Highlands, Avery Steele. Avery Steele, the freshman, and Jordan Steele, the junior. Steele thought about shooting it, gives it up instead to Neiman. Neiman works the dribble, high half court. Gets nowhere on Tonkel, throws to the wing to Avery Steele. Steele between two defenders, got it knocked away, and it's stolen. Baxter comes away with it. Lead pass to Tonkel for the layup. 21-12, Columbia City. 6:40, clock run, second quarter. Jordan Steele drops it into the front court to Ballard. Ballard double teamed, and that will be tied up. And the arrow is pointing to Columbia City, so once again, Columbia City with that trap forcing a turnover. 6:30 remains, quarter number 2. The Eagles up by 9, 21-12. All 12 scored by Highland from behind the three-point line. 3 of them from Jordan Steele, who has 9. On the perimeter, Baxter gets a screen, drives right side of the lane, then flips it across to the left side to Strack. And Strack's able to get it in. Strack, a 5'11 sophomore, scores from in close. And now the ball just poked away and stolen, and Baxter has it. Spinning, flipping it up with the right hand. No good, off the window, and on the rebound, a tie-up, and this will give it to Highland.
to the Trojans.
Columbia City sets up their full court defense with 5:55 remaining in the second quarter, a 23-12 lead for the Eagles. Ballard still in the backcourt. It is Avery Steele to Ballard, and they finally get into the front court. Puchin down in the left block. Up top, Steele got another look, got another three. She is 4 for 4 from behind the three-point line. 23-15, and now the Eagles a little trouble handling it, but they've got it back. Up top, Kidd gives it off to Holler. Holler tries a three from just outside the top of the key and missed it, and the long rebound goes out in the corner, and it belongs to Highland.
Number 1, Addison Figueroa, and for the
Tora Holler will get a break. A couple of subs in for Columbia City.
For the Eagles.
Here's Figueroa, dribbles into the front court, and then the dribble bounced off the leg of Columbia City's Isabella Knitter and went out of bounds. Highland ball. They trail it 23-15. Scoring 5 3-pointers to account for their 15-point total. 4 of them by the state's 4th top scorer, Jordan Steele. Baseline Figueroa, skipping the corner, goes to Avery Steele. She'll give it up to Jordan, back to Avery. Avery can't get the shot up. Jordan Steele pops out to the corner, shot fake, and now a floating shot down the baseline, and that is good by Jordan Steele. First 2-pointer for her, and then Columbia City beats everybody down the court, and a layup for Claudia Strack. Back-to-back layups for Strack, and it's 25-17. Here's a drive. Steele will take it all the way to the basket. Try to finish with the left-handed layup, and it's no good. A little too strong, and Baxter has it. Baxter goes coast to coast. Baxter to the basket for the layup. 27-17. A 10-point lead for Columbia City, and a timeout Highland. With 4:11 remaining in quarter number 2, it's a double-digit advantage for the Columbia City Eagles. 27-17 over the Highland Trojans. This is the Class 3A semi-state from Huntington North. Presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. With our studio producer, Adam Lundy, I am Brett Rump at Huntington North High School, Huntington, Indiana, where it's a Class 3A semi-state. We've got 4 minutes, 11 seconds left to be played in quarter number 2, and Columbia City's opened up a 10-point lead on the Highland Trojans. 27-17. Highland will inbound backcourt. And again, man-to-man pressure this time for the Eagles. They inbound it to Ballard, who works against Baxter, gets into the front court, crosses over on Baxter at the top of the key, but then picks up the bounce, throws on the wing to Avery Jordan, Avery Steele, who hands to Jordan Steele. Jordan Steele will dribble up to the H at midcourt, now dribble right wing, still on the bounce, fakes a move, drives baseline, and missed the runner, an air ball, and on the rebound is chased down right in the corner by Isabella Knitter. Now she's double teamed, and she finally flips it from her knees to Strack. Now it leads to Baxter being all alone on a long pass down court from Tonkel to Baxter, and Baxter the layup. Highland had just gotten out of position with that pressure in the corner against Knitter. Knitter patiently was able to sit on her knees and find somebody to flip it to, and it led to a transition layup. Now a 3, missed by Ballard. Rebound Baxter. Here comes Columbia City. Baxter drops it down low. Tonkel layup. No. Offensive rebound. Yes for Strack. The putback is short. Now this rebound battled for. It goes all the way to the deck. And the arrow on the tie-up points to Columbia City. Tora Holler coming back in for the Eagles. as Claudia Strack gets taken out. She gets a nice hand, and she's deserved it. She played hard in there on the inside in her short stint off the bench for Amy Shearer. 15th season with Columbia City. Inbound Baxter. Up top, Tonkel launched, and Tonkel hits. Three-pointer for Anissa Tonkel, and it's 32-17. Columbia City opening up a 15-point advantage with 2:37 remaining in the first half. Highland front court with Ballard on the bounce, takes it right wing, working against Baxter. Baxter reached in, poked it away, and it went out of bounds and stays with Highland. Leah Hurdle checking in for Olivia Kidd. Inbound, foul line extended on the sideline, and they'll throw across the defense to Jordan Steele, left wing. Steele guarded by Baxter. And Steele throws into the corner to her sister Avery. Avery hands to Jordan. Jordan on the left wing, and reaching in, poking it away, Baxter. Baxter at midcourt goes to the floor, but she hands it off to a teammate. Now Baxter gets it back, and as she drives, there's a foul called against Highland. Addison Figueroa will pick up the foul. It's her first, and the first in the game here in the second quarter.
That'll be Eagles ball.
Holler, Tonkel in the middle of the lane. A handoff to Baxter, who cuts to the basket, scores it, and gets fouled. Addison Baxter showing off why she is headed to Butler to play Big East basketball starting next season. She'll go to the free throw line with a chance to complete the three-point play. The foul on Maya Simmons of Highland. Count it. 35-17. Now Highland against man-to-man full court pressure. They inbound it to Savannah Ballard. Ballard will work one-on-one against Knitter to get into the front court. Ballard still on the dribble between the circles. Brings it to the left wing. Now she goes to the deck and lost the dribble, and it's taken by Knitter. To Holler. Holler, kick out. Baxter, right wing three. Got it! The Eagles are flying in Huntington. 38-17, the lead for Columbia City. A timeout on the floor with 1:34 still left in the half. We'll take a break. You're listening to Class 3A semi-state basketball from Huntington North High School, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. 1:34 remaining in the second quarter here at Huntington North High School, and it looks like it's an NE8 final coming up. If Columbia City can hold on, they lead at 38-17 over the Highland Trojans. Columbia City was a big winner last week in the regional, trying to take advantage of being in 3A this year and not having Homestead as a block to the sectional. On the wing, Ballard had it knocked away, but then gets it back, and then it's an offensive foul. Ballard just dribbled right into the chest of Olivia Kidd, who was her defender, and they'll call that a foul on Savannah Ballard, 30 feet from the basket, and it turns it over to Columbia City. 1 minute, 19 seconds are still on the clock, quarter number 2. Columbia City leading it 38-17. Isabella Knitter gives it to Hurdle. In the corner, Tonkel back to Hurdle. Now up top between the circles to Tora Holler. Hurdle from the left wing dribbles to center of the floor, throws it right side. Down low, they've got a nice seam in the defense, and they find Knitter for a layup. Good ball movement attacking the zone results in an easy bucket, 40-17. We're under a minute left in the first half. Figueroa in the corner. An open shooter missed from the left corner, and the rebound goes to Columbia City. Lillian Kincaid, who checked in for Highland, not afraid to launch right away after getting in the game. Kincaid, a sophomore guard. Now Columbia City with a 23-point lead. They're going to milk a little clock here with 20 seconds left in the first half. They're playing some perimeter catch. They're being pressured by Highland, but still on the bounce. This is Knitter. Goes down low. Holler. Kick out. Hurdle. Three-pointer. And it's short. 5 seconds still left. Steele got it, but had it poked away, but they're going to call a reach-in foul. Columbia City guilty of the foul. And with 2 seconds remaining in the half, Highland will have to inbound. Baseline backcourt. The foul was on Tora Holler of Columbia City. Inbound. Steele has it. Three-quarter court. Can't get a shot up. The horn sounds and the teams head to the locker room, and it's Columbia City with a 40-17 lead over the Highland Trojans. Solid first half for Columbia City, but this, quite honestly, is a little bit of a mismatch. It's hard to really gauge just how well Columbia City is playing because Highland, not a great basketball team. They've done a nice job to get this far, but I think the road will end here for Highland, and Columbia City will move on to play Norwell in our championship coming up at 8 o'clock tonight, and that could be one heck of a basketball game. At halftime, Columbia City well in control, 40-17 over Highland. 16 more minutes of basketball to decide the second semifinal, but at this point, it looks like it could be close to being decided already. Columbia City starts the third quarter with a 40-17 lead over the Highland Trojans, and Highland inbound to start our second half. Highland has the ball. Ballard on the dribble to the right wing. Columbia City man-to-man defense. Jordan Steele gets it top of the key. Wants to shoot a three. Does, and misses it left. Rebound. Tipped around under the basket. It finally goes out of bounds, but we do have a foul. And this foul is going to be called on Columbia City. Looks like Lainey Ziliak got the foul.
That personal foul on number 10.
Her first. Highland will inbound. Baseline under the basket. Down by 23 coming out of the locker room. Pass to Steele. Quick catch and shoot. And she missed it from the left wing. Got it back on an offensive rebound and then a drive to the basket. She flipped it in off the window, but the hack came before she went up for the shot. Well, Jordan Steele, who averages 26 points per game on a team that averages 46, had 14 of the 17 scored in the first half by Highland. Inbound Trojans having trouble finding somebody open. Finally, Jordan Steele cuts to the basket, makes the catch, can't get a shot up. She dribbles out to the right wing, steps behind the three-point line, and buries a three-pointer. Her fifth three of the game. She now has 17 of the 20 that the Trojans have scored. It's 40-20. Pass down low, deflected out of bounds by Highland. Columbia City will have to inbound from under their own basket. Baxter will pull the trigger. Tries to throw it to the corner, and Steele just intercepted the pass. Steele was the one guarding. Baxter is the inbounder and just reached up, got a hand on it, and stole it. Now Figueroa with a kick out for a three by Alyssa Neiman. She missed it from the right wing, and the rebound goes to Columbia City. A minute into our third quarter. Open is Tonkel. Her three is an air ball, and on the rebound, it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Highland. .650 remaining, quarter number 3, 40-20. Baxter open at the three-point line, shoots it long, and the rebound caroms all the way out to Neiman. Gives it off to Figueroa. The drive, the layup, and she came up short on the right-handed layup. Baxter, long lead pass to Tonkel, down low. She tries to go up in the left block. Left it short. And the rebound to Highland. Steele, midcourt. Gives to Huchin, who finds Neiman in the corner. Extra pass to Figueroa for a three, no good. Offensive putback underneath by Ballard, no good. Now Baxter, the lead pass to Kidd. Kidd goes up with the layup. Figueroa, the freshman, blocked it. Columbia City, though, got it back. Here's Baxter, left wing triple on the way, and it is short. And the rebound to Figueroa of Highland, and then Ziliak fouled her in the backcourt. Not a clean start to the second half for Columbia City. Still leading at 40-20 with 6:01 remaining here in our third quarter. Highland will inbound.
Fouls on Lady Ziliak.
Jordan Steele, 5'9" junior. Fourth top scorer in the state. Against full court pressure, has the dribble, beats everybody down the floor, and then throws up a teardrop on the run and scores it. Jordan Steele with 19 of the 22 scored by the Trojans. 40-22, and it's a 5-point run to start our second half by the Highland Trojans. Inbound Columbia City. Down low, Tonkel back outside to Knitter. Throws it foul line to Ziliak. Knitter, kick out, got an open shooter. It is Holler for three, no good on the rebound. We've got contact and a foul underneath. As Tonkel went up and got the rebound, but she got hacked on the arm. And it is foul number 2 of the game on Addison Figueroa, 5'6" freshman for the Highland Trojans. Inbound, Holler up top. Works the dribble near the logo. To Baxter. Baxter, a pass wide of everybody. In correction, that was actually Olivia Kidd with the wild pass, and it ends up being a turnover for Columbia City, and that brings Baxter right back into the game. 5:17 remains third quarter, 40-22. Columbia City ahead. Highland inbound backcourt. Savannah Ballard, one-on-one. Will bring the dribble across the timeline right through the center court circle. Now to Figueroa. Figueroa to the baseline corner. Stopped. Passes inside to Huchin. It's knocked away by Columbia City, and it goes out of bounds baseline. Highland will inbound. 4:57 to play. Third quarter. 40-22. Columbia City the lead. Jordan Steele inbounds Figueroa in the corner, and it's taken right out of her hands. Here comes Baxter, lead pass Tonkel, layup good. Columbia City on the board here in the second half. It took them a little over 3 minutes, but they now lead at 42-22. Figueroa quickly front court, just reaching in and stripping the ball away is Baxter. Baxter all the way down the right side of the lane to the basket, and as she goes up for the layup, she's undercut by Savannah Ballard, and Baxter's going to get 2 free throws. The second foul on Ballard, and the third on the Eagles here in the quarter. And Addison Baxter, 5'9" senior, to the line to shoot 2. Buckets on the first. 43-22, and now a chance to double up Highland if Baxter can hit the second free throw. Free throws up and count it. Nothing but net on either free throw for Addison Baxter. And you've got a 44-22 Columbia City lead. Led by 23 at the half. Jordan Steele, the spin, the drive, all the way to the basket. Threw it up with the left hand on the run, no good. Rebound goes to the Eagles. And it's Baxter, coast to coast. Baxter, layup, missed it. Rebound, though, Holler kicks out to Baxter. Baxter dribbles baseline, and as she got down the baseline, she was fouled. And the foul on Haley Houchin.
Personal foul on Haley Houchin.
A 5'11 junior or senior for Highland.
Comes into the Trojan lineup.
Inbound from underneath. Knitter throws way up top to Hurdle. Hurdle dribbles up to the foul line, then picks up the dribble. Backdoor cut, Baxter. Nice drop down to Tonkel at the basket for the layup. 46-22. It is a 24-point lead for the Eagles. Jordan Steele on the dribble, left wing, goes to the corner, comes back up on the wing. A step back three, high arching shot. Oh, that is money for Jordan Steele. 6 threes in the game, and Columbia City with a beautiful pass over the top of the defense from Tonkel to Holler for the layup. 48-25. And another three by Steele. This one comes up short. And Columbia City is all alone behind the defense. They throw over the top to Tonkel for the layup. And Highland starting to look a bit tired as Columbia City has opened up a 25-point lead. It's now 50-25. Timeout Highland with 3:21 remaining here in the third quarter. We'll take a break. You're listening to the Class 3A Semi-State. We're live at Huntington North, being presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. In our first game today, it was Norwell getting a 30-point win over Delta, and it looks like Columbia City's on their way to a similar margin. They lead at 50-25 over the Highland Trojans, and that will set up an all-NE8 semi-state championship, and will guarantee that the NE8 will be represented in Indianapolis in the state championship game for Class 3A coming up next weekend. Highland inbounds out of the timeout. Jordan Steele on the dribble across the timeline, brings it front court with the left hand, throws on the wing to Maya Simmons. Simmons guarded closely by Knitter, almost forced the turnover, but Simmons was able to get it off to Jordan Steele. Steele now between the circles, high post pass to her sister, Avery Steele. She goes back door with the pass that goes all the way through traffic to Neiman, who missed the layup, and on the rebound a tie-up, and the arrow points to Columbia City. Jordan Steele just has put on a show. Unfortunately, no support from her teammates. We talked about the fact that she averages 26 points per game on a team that scores 46 a contest on the season. She has 22 of the 25 in this game for the Trojans. Down low around the basket, the ball free, a battle for it. Columbia City pulls it out. Leads to a Tonkel three from the left wing. It's short. Offensive rebound, put back, and there's Strack again. Claudia Strack doing some blue-collar work around the basket. We saw it in the first half, and there she puts it back in for a 52-25 lead. Jordan Steele works with the dribble around the arc to Avery Steele. Avery Steele up top. Pass to Neiman, deflected into the backcourt. Neiman on the dribble, picks it up, and then a bad pass. It's stolen as Knitter takes it to the basket and lays it in. Columbia City jumped the passing lane up at the top of the half court. That's just the worst possible spot for an offensive team to turn it over. Knitter took advantage. 54-25. Now Highland front court. And Maya Simmons forces Strack into a reach-in foul on the perimeter.
And a personal foul on number 24.
Columbia City trying to find their moments to rest some of their key players as Tonkel and Baxter will both get a rest here late in the third quarter. Minute 34 on the clock, 54-25, Columbia City leads. Inbound goes to Steele. A drive all the way to the basket, and she missed the layup, but she was fouled on the shot by Leah Hurdle. And it will be 2 free throws coming for Jordan Steele. She tries to add to her 22-point basketball game. And the left-hander puts the first up, and it's good. It's now 23 for Steele. Almost to her average of 26. She's got 24 as she makes the second free throw.
Addison Figueroa returns to the
24 of the 27 points all scored by Jordan Steele. And I will say this. She is not somebody who is ball-centric. It's not like she forces things. She's just that good. Here's a drive, hurdle through traffic to the bucket, got it up and got it in with a little scoop. Leah Hurdle makes it 56-27. Front court, Figueroa stops at the top of the key, circles back outside, works right, works left, and then hands between the rings to Ballard. Highland with the ball. Ballard dribbles to the left wing. Now we'll come across to the right, and that is a 5 count. A 5 count on Highland. Will turn it over to Columbia City with 54.7 seconds remaining in our third quarter. This one all Eagles, 56-27. Now you've got Lainey Ziliak checking back in.
Eagles lineup.
Again,
Eagles ball in the back.
Coach Amy Scherer trying to make sure her starters get as much rest as possible. They're going to have 2 hours less rest than Norwell. And there's the ball picked by Jordan Steele. Took it right out of the hands of Holler, and Jordan Steele sets up mid-range, and it's a 15-footer from the left angle. Give her 26 now in the game, and it is a 56-29 score. Nice crossover by Hurdle. The drive to the basket. She missed the shot, but a blocking foul called underneath against Highland. And Leah Hurdle will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for Columbia City.
Number 12, Madison Griner. Leah Hurdle.
Highland foul, Maddie Griner, 5'6" senior. First free throw for Hurdle is nothing but net. 57-29, 24.3 seconds left in our third quarter here at Huntington North. Second free throw too strong. Long rebound, and Hurdle chased it down. Got her own miss, and Columbia City now might just play for the final shot of the quarter. Clock at 15. It's running while the ball is tucked on the hip of Tora Holler. She'll dribble to the left wing. Throw up top. Hurdle. Shot fake. Drive all the way to the basket. Got it. The ball scooped up and got hacked on the arm. Didn't get the bucket, but Hurdle back to the free throw line to shoot a pair with 4.5 seconds on the clock. Chance to get this lead up to 30. It's 28 right now, 57-29, and the first free throw is good. Hurdle not wanting to see her season end here at Huntington North High School, a 5'6" senior. Makes both. 59-29. Highland to inbound, baseline back court. Avery Steele flips it to Ballard, back to Steele. She's still in the back court. She'll launch from half court, and that went no good by Avery Steele. And it takes us to our fourth quarter with a 30-point Columbia City lead, 59-29 over the Highland Trojans. Our fourth quarter comes up next. This is the Class 3A semi-state at Huntington North, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Columbia City starts the fourth quarter with a 30-point lead over the Highland Trojans. Columbia City looking for their 24th win in their 28th game of the year. And Highland will start the fourth quarter with the basketball, inbounding in midcourt. Inbounded to Savannah Ballard. Ballard dribbles to the right wing, crosses over, gets a screen as she gets to the top of the key. Can't do anything with it, so she gives to Jordan Steele. Hands on the left wing to Avery Steele. Pass up top for Griner, and it's knocked away. Columbia City comes away with a steal. Baxter to Tonkel, right back to Baxter. Baxter slapped on the arms a couple of times. No whistle. Baxter dribbles top of the key. They leave her open. Now she'll flip the pass over to the wing to Ziliak, who gives it right back to Addison Baxter. I think Columbia City is content to just burn as much clock as possible. And there's a nice pass center of the zone to Tonkel, who drops it baseline to a cutting Olivia Kidd, who gets the layup. Great attack of that zone by Columbia City, and now they lead it 61-29. Ballard, left wing, picks up the dribble, guarded by Baxter. A pass up top to Maddie Greiner. Greiner gives it to Jordan Steele. She'll set up for the three. Missed it off to the right. Tonkel the rebound for Columbia City. Tonkel, lead pass. It's Baxter. She'll pull up from 8 feet and hit from the right angle. Addison Baxter, 63-29. At this point, Columbia City fans not even cheering a whole lot for the baskets. And there is a three-pointer for Savannah Ballard. And that makes it 63-32, and now it is 6 total points scored by Highland that have not been scored by their star, Jordan Steele. Columbia City threw the ball away on the ensuing possession after the three-pointer, and so now the Highland Trojans get the ball right back in the backcourt. 6:20 left to be played. Columbia City is going to move on into tonight's championship game against the Norwell Knights. Here's Steele. She got open, pulls up from 10 feet. Soft touch, falls in for Jordan Steele. Now 28 in the game for Steele. 63-34. Eagles front court. Holler on the wing to Baxter. Long skip pass near corner Ziliak, but the defense recovered. And now Baxter in the middle of the zone puts the ball on the deck and tried to cut to the basket from the middle of the lane and was held up. That's a foul on Highland. First foul of our fourth quarter. It's called on Maddie Greiner. Columbia City inbounds under the basket, leading 63-34. Kidd up top to Holler on the wing to Tonkel. Baseline Baxter, little runner to the basket, missed it, but there's a whistle and a foul is called on Highland. The foul is going to go against Avery Steele, 5'9" freshman for the Trojans. 2 free throws for Addison Baxter. First one rattles in. 63-34. Baxter a chance to reclaim that 30-point lead for Columbia City, and got it. Five and a half minutes left. 64-34. Eagles in front, Trojans front court. Ballard takes it to the left wing. Thought about another three, didn't take it. Throws it off to Greiner, who hands on the perimeter to Figueroa. And then there's a collision on a screen. It knocked Holler to the deck, and that's a moving screen called against Highland. The foul is on Maddie Greiner, picking up her third. So Columbia City gets the ball back with a 31-point lead, 65-34. Baxter from the left corner drives, tried to dish it across the lane to Tonkel, but had the ball deflected out of bounds by Highland, so Columbia City will inbound under the basket. And now you're seeing subs coming in as Hurdle and Strack return for Columbia City, and it's break time for Holler and Kidd. Baxter inbounding, throws up top. Wide open, Ziliak, three-pointer, good! Lainey Ziliak drops it in from downtown. 68-34, Columbia City is doubling up on the Highland Trojans with under 5 minutes left. Ballard on the dribble. Takes it outside the arc, right wing. Shoots the three. It is short. Just caught a little net as it went out of bounds. Baseline under the basket. And it belongs to Columbia City. Addison Baxter will sit down. Gets a nice hand from the Columbia City faithful. Made the 20-minute trip into Huntington. 4.5 minutes left. Columbia City with the ball and a 34-point lead. Ziliak on the wing to Hurdle. Hurdle takes it between the circles. Bounce pass to the foul line to Knitter. Kick out to Ziliak. Trying another three. That time too strong. Long rebound. Tip. And going to the deck and collecting it is Jordan Steele of Highland. Jordan Steele on the dribble. Takes it down baseline. The ball knocked away, but it is a foul on a reach-in against Columbia City. I think it's Isabella Knitter who picks up her second. That's the first foul of the quarter called against Columbia City. 4:10 remains. And now it's a chance for Anissa Tonkel to get a rest, as I imagine Columbia City's done with their starters. Lainey Ziliak, the only starter still out there, but she has not played all that many minutes. 4 minutes left. On the dribble perimeter, Ballard. High post to Houchin. They'll send it out on the wing. Steele three-pointer blocked, but they're going to call a hack, and it's going to be 3 free throws. Hurdle thought she got the clean block, but the foul called, and now to the free throw line to shoot 3 times. Jordan Steele of Highland steps to the line with 28 in the game, and the first free throw is no good. She connects on 76% of her free throws, and she gets there often, averages about 8 free throw attempts a game. Second one is good. She split the first 2. One more coming. 68-35. 3:53 left. And missed the third. Rebound pulled out of there by Knitter of Columbia City. And in the backcourt, Steele pressures her, knocked it away for a moment. Knitter got it back. Knitter still on the dribble. Gives to Hurdle. Hurdle at the foul line. Kick to the left wing to Ziliak. Ziliak throws center circle. Hurdle rotates it to Knitter right wing. She's going to center the floor with the dribble and then throw left wing to Hurdle. In the middle of the paint, this is Grace Nelson, and she got it stripped away. Ball at midcourt is in the possession of the Trojans. Pull up from the top of the key. A 3, no good by Ballard. Rebound Columbia City. 68-35. We've got just over 3 minutes left, and a foul in the backcourt on Jordan Steele of Highland. Her outstanding junior season about to come to an end. Averages 26.2 points per game. She's got 29. Front court, Knitter toward the corner to Ziliak. She'll dribble up the arc and then bounce it to a driving Hurdle all the way to the basket. Hurdle scores through contact. It's an and one opportunity for Leah Hurdle of Columbia City.
Basket's good by Leah Hurdle. Foul by Addison Figueroa.
More subs coming in. Highland puts in Maddie Greiner, also Maya Simmons. And Alyssa Neiman back into the game. At the line, the three-point play is completed by Leah Hurdle. It's 71-35. Columbia City. 2:54 left. Jordan Steele on the dribble, crosses the timeline and drifts to the right wing. Now crosses over, had it poked away, got it back, but on the second poke, Hurdle is called for a foul. And that's number 3 of the quarter against Columbia City. Time to empty the bench and wave the white flag for Highland. 4 new subs come into the game, and hugs from Coach Eric Pundich as Maddie Greiner, a senior, checks out. Haley Houchin, a 5'11 senior, also to the bench. Maya Simmons, as Eric Kundish decides it's time for the seniors to take their bow and head to the bench. Jordan Steele on the dribble for Highland. Steps out behind the arc, shoots a three, missed that one, and the rebound to Columbia City. Under 2 minutes left. Knitter brings it front court, stops at the foul line, drops it down low, and that's a layup for Isabel Miller, a 5'8 freshman.
Basket good by Isabel Miller.
73-35. 29 of the 35 points scored by the Trojans off the fingertips of Jordan Steele, who dribbles with the ball, now throws on the left wing. Highland works around the perimeter. Barajas to Steele. Steele drives, throws it up on the run, and got contact. It's a blocking foul on Columbia City, and Jordan Steele's going to have a chance to have a 30-point ball game, going to the line with 29 and shooting 2. The foul is on Claudia Strack, picks up her second. Now the left-handed shooter at the line hits her 30th point. .30 points in the semi-state for 5'9 junior Jordan Steele. Make it 31. She connects again, and a sub into the game, and that sub comes in for Jordan Steele. It's Avery Steele who checks in. Jordan Steele will sit down with 31 points. Great performance, but not enough for an undermanned Highland team against this Columbia City squad. 73-37. There's a drive by Hurdle to the basket, and as she goes up for the layup, she gets hacked. This one on Avery Steele. And Hurdle's going to go back to the line where she's been making a home and receiving her mail here in the fourth quarter. First free throw's good for Hurdle. It's now 74-37. Missed the second. 48 seconds left, but it's an offensive rebound for Columbia City's Knitter. Knitter on the right wing. Takes it all the way up to the midcourt stripe. Gets pressured, so she'll give it off. Goes to Isabel Miller, back to Knitter. 30 seconds remain, and the Columbia City fans on their feet. Looking forward to a game tonight against Norwell that will decide who goes to the Class 3A state championship next week. Miller from center court, 15 seconds left, gives to Knitter at the timeline. Knitter dribbles inside the arc and then back outside. And a give to Hurdle. To Miller. 5 seconds. And Isabella Miller is going to hold on to the ball with the clock ticking down. And there it is, the end of the Class 3A semi-state semifinal. And the Columbia City Eagles have a date tonight with NE8 foe Norwell right here at Huntington North High School. Columbia City beats Highland 74-37.